Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Srimati Narayan, a graduate from Orenburg State Medical University, Russia, and also a medical practitioner in Telangana State Council. Today's video is about I'm getting many queries from people asking can we go to do MBBS in Russia without need? So this video is mainly concentrated on those who are planning to go without need. So let's get started, guys. Hope you all are doing well, and let's get started. Basically, this is for people who are going without need. Firstly, I want you guys to understand two things. The NMC's rule is that there are many misinterpretation and also understanding regarding that rule. That rule is that NMC's fourth clause, which states that there will be few people who will be exempted from the examination of NEXT or FMG or whatever it is, and they'll be given direct registration. That rule is only for people who do their UG and PG from these 5 countries: US, UK, New Zealand, Australia and Canada. You have to do your UG and PG, like approximately up to 10 to 12 years of study in this countries itself. And then if you wish to come back to India, then you will be granted a registration or a license to practice in India without having to sit for any licensing exam per se, FMGE or NEXT, whatever is there when you will come back. But for people who are planning to go to other countries apart from this 5 country, like any country, let's say Russia, and you're planning to, from Russia, you're planning to move to US or UK as you couldn't come back to India as you went without need. Guys, I really don't know, after 12 years, if you'll come back with this PG, you'll be given direct registration without having to sit in exam or not. It is not the rule. The rule clearly says that you should have completed your UG as well as PG in those 5 particular developed countries. Okay, it never says like you can do your PG in these 5 countries and come back without a registration. Then everyone can go, because all countries as far as a doctor or after post MBBS, whichever country we want to go, we have to give that respective country's exams, because because that is like they check your knowledge, so that you will be dealing with live patients and how you will handle it, and based on that they'll be giving a license. So for every country you just have to go give that respective country's entrance licensing exam. Okay, so this is the first point I want to tell, like only with PG from there and UG from Russia or any countries, Georgia or Kyrgyzstan or Kazakhstan, it's not valid. And there is second misinterpretation saying if you don't qualify NEET, you can go, come back in your second year and write NEET and then continue your education. That is not true. NMC clearly states, clear your NEET and then you have 3 years times to take from the date of announcement of result, then up to 3 years you'll be having time in order to take your admissions. This is also something which many consultancies try to manipulate, saying that you go now and you can come back and write. That is not true, guys. If you're going without NEET, you're going without NEET. That's it. If you're going with NEET, you're going with NEET. That's it. People who go with NEET can come back and they can sit for the next exam. So far, next exam never came. So the third point which I want to tell to people is, will there be any chances, if I do my PG there and come back here, they will let me sit in next exam or not? See, usually the rule is, during our time the rule is, for me FMG exam was there, so during my time we used to get something called as eligibility certificate. We did our MBBS in abroad, and then we can either come back or we can go directly to US, UK or anywhere, clear their licensing exam, and if I want to come back to India, I have to sit in FMG exam. This rule is same for everyone. So for me to sit in an FMG exam, my eligibility criteria is I should be having an eligibility certificate. But whereas for your batch people from 2021 onwards, it is mandatory that they took off this eligibility certificate thing. For you guys, the only eligibility is you should have cleared in NEET exam before going to MBBS abroad, and the result should be within 3 years. So without that, you come back after PG, you come back after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, still the eligibility to sit in next exam will be is clearing the clearing the NEET, and you should have taken admission after clearing the NEET in order to be eligible to sit in next exam. But without that, I don't know if you do PG alone in US, UK, Australia, Canada and New Zealand and come back, will they allow or not? I don't know, because there is not even single batch graduated so far with NEET and next together. So far next exam hasn't been came, and no batches passed out. So none of us can comment on it. None of us can really comment on it. And many people will be confused like this only, guys. I just wanted to make these 3 things clearly. Again, let me recap. One is, if you do PG from those 5 developed countries, and if you will come back, you will not get direct registration. Okay. Another thing is, if you go without NEET, it is without NEET. You can't come back in second year and redo NEET and then you can say come back to India and write next. It is not like that. If you're going with NEET, before your admission, your NEET results should have been there, and you should be applied with the NEET results. This is the second point. Third point is, if you go to any of these 5 countries for PG and come back to India, and will you be able to or allowed to sit in next exam or not? God knows that. None of us know. Only God knows that, because these rules keep changing every year, every batch, based on what all problems are there in the society or with the students, what are the requirements. Based on that, the rules keep changing. So neither me nor you nor anyone can predict it. Not even NMC can be very sure about what they are going to do after 12 years or 13 years. Because 10 years before, from now, 10 years before this, we don't know, we had different set of rules. 10 years furthermore forward, there were different rules. But now, right now, the rules are this. So try to follow these rules and go. If you're going without it, it's well and good. Just strike out the option of India. Just strike out the option of India. You can't get a license in India. Go with this mindset. Okay, let's say by God's grace, if they are going to allow you to sit in next, or if they are going to any other rules change and they tell like no need of NEET, you can sit in exam and all, then sit in exam and clear it. That's it, simple. But really, I want you all to rule out the option of India from your mind, from your heart, from your brain, from your whole body, and go in a thinking like, if I go to abroad without NEET, I can't get a license in India. If you're able to get in future, well and good. But just go with this mindset so that it will be easy. And I don't want to give fake promises to anyone like you can come back to India. No. I always say to my students like, if you're going without NEET, it is without NEET. Just strike out the option of coming back to India and getting a proper license in India. You can get license in any other country and get settled there and come for your vacation to India. Just go with this mindset, guys. Okay. That's all. These are the 3 points which I thought I will convey to you all so that it will be very clear. I know many people misguide you all saying various things, but it is not true, guys. This is the actual fact. Whatever I'm saying is correct. And if there is anything else you think I should be added or I missed out, please feel free to comment. If you guys want my opinion on going without NEET, see, it varies person to person. If during my time I didn't have NEET, so I can't give correct opinion on this topic. But I was someone who didn't want to waste 1 year. So I went there. I cleared all my exams in my first attempt and I came back and completed my internship also. So now also I'm planning to go to UK, but I always have India as my backup option. So wherever I go in the world, I can just come back to India whenever I want to. So I would suggest just be very sure. If you go without NEET, you can't come back to India. Just put this in your brain and go. If you're sure about not coming back to India, then you can go. I am not sure if I want to stay in abroad itself. I always wanted to come back to India. My routing is for being in India. So I would have opted to go with NEET only, not without NEET. This is my opinion, my individual opinion. I'm not trying to put this of any one of your thought or feeling. You guys can decide independently and along with your family. take a decision and then proceed further, guys. Okay. And also like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And also, sorry, I forgot to say, I have put a link of my Google form. Try to fill in that form if you want to directly contact me. Okay. Or you can also reach out to my WhatsApp directly or to my Instagram also directly. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you with another new topic and a useful video. Thank you so much.